But did I like this movie more than Superman? Hey, what's guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another movie review, and damn, it feels like I've seen this movie ages ago, because usually I do a movie review like the next day, but it's Wednesday right now, and I saw it almost a whole week ago, Thursday night during San Diego Comic-Con, and damn it, I had a blast watching this movie. I went with Charlita 1, I went with Lord Hematron, ShartimusPrime, so all four of us went out there along with friends The Ruckus, Reg Henny, Carbon Scoring, and his friend that I met briefly, Trevor, sorry if I forgot your name. I'll leave an annotation right over here. I feel bad. But I had a great time hanging out, and we all saw the movie. I brought my Galactus popcorn bucket with me all the way to San Diego just so I could fill this up with popcorn and watch it during the movie, and it was a blast. I really had a fun time. Now, this review is going to start with no spoilers, and then I'll get into spoilers a bit later on. But I gotta say, thanks to the people that came up and said hi to me and everything while at the movie theater and at San Diego Comic-Con in general. Like, a lot of people came up to me and said hi, and I just want to say thanks again for making me feel very loved. And I'm going to do a whole video talking about my San Diego Comic-Con experience, plus my San Diego Comic-Con haul in a later video. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to talk about my whole experience. And for right now, let's move on to the movie. First off, I really liked this a lot. I really loved this movie. It was very refreshing. What you're seeing from the trailers, I mean, I think most of you may have seen this movie by now, but it's just a different take. And I can't remember the director's name, but it's the same director who did the WandaVision series on Disney+, and he just nails that whole vintage look theme and changing it up to making it more modern. I did see Jeremy John's review, and it's basically like he had mentioned that this is like the 2025 that you imagined, like, for the Jetsons. And yeah, I grew up watching the Jetsons. So I love that it had that vibe, and I think Fantastic Four is a perfect team to fit that vibe. I thought the movie was paced very well. I liked the characters a lot. I liked the relationships a lot from the characters. I liked Galactus and Silver Surfer a lot. I have very, very little complaints. I will mention my gripes in the spoiler section of this video, which I really mean it, are very, very minor. But did I like this movie more than Superman? That's the real question. I only saw this movie once, and we did not see it in IMAX. The first time I saw Superman, it was in IMAX. Just because of Galactus alone, I want to rewatch this again in IMAX. So it's kind of hard to say. I saw Superman twice, saw Fantastic Four once, but at this very moment in time, I'm going to tell you, I did like Superman more. But I loved Fantastic Four. Don't get me wrong, I loved this movie. And like I said, my gripes are minimal. There's two after the credit scenes, so stick around for those. I think the first of the two is actually a really important one. The second one, not as much, but I like to stick around, chit-chat, you know, and watch the credits. The kids really liked the movie, too. I was really stoked that the kids really enjoyed it, and I got some goodie bags from the Hasbro breakfast. I was able to give my kids their own Fantastic Four movie figures, and I gave Invisible Woman to my youngest, and she was like actually really excited, and she played with it in the car ride home and everything, so that was just adorable. Anyway, I'll get on to more Comic-Con stuff because there's more adorable shit to share with you guys that happened over there. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say as far as non-spoilers. I mean, I definitely liked it more than Thunderbolts, but I really did like Thunderbolts too. I don't know if I put this above any of the Avengers movies. I mean, it could possibly be above Age of Ultron, but it was really damn good. I liked it a lot. There was a lot of Easter eggs in it. There's a lot of stuff paying tribute to the comics. So if you're into that, I think you're really going to like this movie. Okay, I don't think I have anything else to say about it. So let's get into the spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's start off saying my gripes, because I want to get the gripes right out of the way. Number one gripe. Mr. Fantastic was underpowered. I really think Mr. Fantastic was underpowered. I have heard some people say that Invisible Woman was overpowered. I disagree with that. I don't think she was overpowered at all. But I think Mr. Fantastic was underpowered. Getting into the spoilers, of course, like, I didn't like, I felt like, you know, when you have Galactus stretching him, I felt like he should have stretched a lot more. I mean, in the comics, the guy can make a parachute out of himself. You know what I mean? He could make himself spread so thin. He could be a parachute, he could be a bouncy ball, he could stretch his arms in crazy directions, and he could go in knots. You know, so, I mean, he should be able to slide underneath a door. You know, he can make himself so thin that he could slide underneath a door. So I feel like they barely touched on that. Pedro Pascal's performance, however, was fantastic. And a lot of people have talked about Pedro Pascal fatigue and everything, and it's like, yeah, the guy's in everything. But he was Reed Richards. I didn't see he didn't take me out of the movie at all. I was there. I was totally with it. I thought it was great. I love Johnny Storm. He was my favorite character. I thought he was like the most blatantly heroic in a lot of ways. Like, he was just out there to like do whatever needed to be done. Didn't take a second guess. I'm going for it. If it kills me, whatever. This is the right thing to do, and I'm going for it. I thought that was great. I really liked the thing. The voice threw me off in the trailer. I talked about that a whole bunch. When I watched the movie, I was like, man, what a silly thing to get hung up about, because it was he was the Thing. He acted like the Thing. Like, it was totally the Thing. Of course, yeah, a lower gravelly voice, like, oh yeah, it's clobbering time and all that. That would have been preferred, but it didn't take me away from the movie. It's not like I was sitting there 20 minutes in like, oh, damn, still? And I also like that they didn't have to really go through the whole origin story again. Like, we already know the story. And I thought the portrayal of the characters, and Invisible Woman was great too. I thought she was awesome. I love how involved she was with everything, and she played such a huge important role to the movie. I thought Silver Surfer was cool, even though I felt like she did kind of like disappear from the movie. I feel like just a little bit too long. Like, I did have a hard time feeling her, like, I don't know if it was rushed or not. Some may say it's rushed, some may say it's not, but her whole, like, realization that, you know, like, she's working for the bad guy, or, you know, when she comes to clarity and wants to be the good guy, the good girl, the good person in the movie, it seemed like it kind of happened, like, really quick. I don't know. But the battle scenes and everything with Galactus storming through the city, I love that part where Johnny, you know, throws a thing and it's like literally the Rock hitting Galactus, pushes him back. Invisible Woman's pushing him back. You know, Silver Surfer gives the final blow, and then they both get sucked in. So I thought that was very, very cool. I liked that a lot. The visuals were amazing. The special effects were great. Silver Surfer freaking surfing on flames. Oh, that was so sick, man. I love that. That was so badass, man. Dude, a lot of really cool scenes, a lot of really good dialogue. I like the stuff where they're just hanging out, being a family, seeing Johnny and Ben teasing each other and stuff a little bit was great. I like that Herbie was in the movie. I thought Herbie was very cool. I love the relationship with Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman a lot. I think he represents, like that relationship represents a lot of relationships, because, like, guys will, like, he got in trouble for making a thought. You know what I mean? Like, damn, dude, really? The wife was giving him a hard time for giving it for him having a thought. It's like, yeah, marriage. That's how it is, bro. That's what it is. You can for not even saying anything, for just thinking the thing. He got in trouble for that, and I'm like, yep. And you know, most of the time, you know, it's not all the time, but most of the time in relationships, like in straight relationships anyway, like the guy kind of tends to think a little bit more with the logic part, and women tend to go with the emotion part a little bit more. And I think with Reed being ultra logical and a little bit extra distant from emotion, you know, it kind of represents that situation for a lot of guys where I've been guilty of this, just speaking for myself, or maybe I'm not thinking about the emotional side of things and I'm mentioning things just for the logical side of it. And, you know, he makes that mistake as well. But I thought that was great, you know. Yeah, he got in trouble for thinking a thing. Like, yes, yeah, you can get in trouble for thinking something. Anyway, however, I don't know if I could have done that, dude. My kids were asking me about that. You know, the whole thing, like, would you have given us up for the sake of the whole planet? Dude, I don't know, dude. I don't think, like, to be honest with you, bro, I feel like kind of a piece of shit because I was like, dude, it's the whole planet. I think I would rather live my entire life in sorrow over sacrificing my child for the sake of the planet. Like, I think I could, like, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. And it's a tough, that was a very, very tough situation. It's like, when it happened, I was like, damn, I don't blame them because holy crap, that's their baby. But at the same time, it's like, you're talking about the whole planet, you know? So it's like, I felt like a piece of shit, like, sorry kids, but I hope you like outer space. Because, like, not that, I don't know, am I a piece of garbage now for saying any of that? I love that they put that difficult situation out there for us to think. That's what's so cool about it, is that it makes you really think. It puts them in a hard situation where it's like, it's easy to point and say, well, I would have done this or that, but if you're really in that situation, could you have? I don't know if I really could. I say that now, but if I was actually Reed or Sue, I don't know if I actually really could. So I love that about the movie. Put him in a tough situation. Anyway, you know, we get to see Dr. Doom at the very end. I was telling my wife, Franklin Richards is way overpowered, like ridiculously God status overpowered. She's like, oh, okay, I see, I get it. All right. And yeah, that little scene with Dr. Doom, I think, and people have complained about Reed Richards being like kind of the head hero leading us all into the Secret Wars and Doomsday movies. I think he could do it. I think he could fill in those Robert Downey shoes. If there's anybody that could do it, Pedro Pascal, I think he's got the riz, as the kids like to say. I think he's got the riz for it. So anyway, I don't think I'm missing out on any major points over here. I feel like there was another, oh, no, Alicia Masters. I thought that was really weird. Why not? She's the daughter of the Puppet Master. I think they mentioned the Puppet Master. There's this like one scene where Mr. Fantastic is listing, you know, the Wizard, and I think he mentioned the Mad Thinker, and a whole bunch of other characters going way back. Oh, Red Ghost? I thought, didn't they show the Red Ghost in the trailer, or am I tripping? Didn't they show Red Ghost in the trailer, but we didn't actually see him in the movie? We saw the orangutan, but not any of the other apes. Anyway, but that was very cool. He at least fought, you know, we see one of them. We see Mole Man in there. That was awesome. I loved Mole Man in the movie. Geeked out like crazy seeing the giant Mole Man kaiju out of the ground. They needed Mole Man in the I mean, oh, dude, it was such a good movie. I thought they did a great job, dude. I don't know. For me, it's a 9 out of 10 at least. I don't know. 9 out of 10, I feel comfortable. 8.5 at the lowest, really, I guess. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed the movie. If you didn't, you know, hey, not everything's for everybody, but I loved it. I really did. I had a great time. And then at San Diego Comic-Con, being able to go through the Fantastic Four kitchen with Herbie and all that. I'll talk about Comic-Con in another video, so stay tuned for that, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be reviewing Human Torch very soon, because I didn't review that figure. And you'd also hit that join button if you're interested in the channel perks, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace! Woo! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.